Leadership. Yes, we're going to dive a little deep into leadership. What is this thing called leadership? Well, there are a few things that define leadership, not just your role. Me sitting here as a first lieutenant today, I am characterizing a leadership role. However, this is what makes me a leader. My experiences characterize me as a leader. My title just categorizes it. So let's back up to first defining what is leadership and how do we apply it to all walks of life. First, I'll say that the simplest definition of leadership, influence on people. The way that you can corral people to believe in you, to trust you, to want to listen to you. That is a form of leadership, married with a form of followership. Having that trust from others for you to help them with something or to lead them somewhere to follow a direction. That's the simplest idea of what leadership is. And then the more complex versions deal with specific types of work, depending on what you're doing, depending on where you are in life, as a professional, as a student, or as an athlete. 3 different walks of life. How do you apply leadership and what does it look like? In the professional world, you've got levels, you've got hierarchy, you've got supervisors, you've got managers, you've got bosses, you've got CEOs, you've got owners, and you've got linemen. You've got people in different positions, people in different roles, and the hierarchy categorizes the leadership. But it still lies within the person, within the being, within what you're doing, not necessarily the category. And so leadership begins with gaining that trust. What does it look like as a student athlete? Leadership, again, category, but what are you doing to help out your fellow teammates? What are some things that you do to go beyond what the coach is telling you? What are the things that you do to set the example? Setting the example, going the extra mile, having the integrity to do the right thing in training and to do the right thing on the field, wherever the job is, and figuring out how to get it done in a positive way. Being that person to do something when no one else wants to do it, stepping up to the plate. That is leadership on the field. That is leadership on the track. That is leadership on any playing field area that you're in. That is what a leader looks like. That is how a leader thinks as a student athlete. You're going to be that person that goes above and beyond, even when it hurts. Whenever you're lifting weights, say lifting weights, shooting extra shots, whatever it is, doing what hurts because you know it's temporary. Having that knowledge of what that temporary pain feels like and choosing to dig in anyway because you're waiting for something great on the other side, that's a leader. That's how a leader thinks in that type of a setting. As a student, how does a student think as far as leadership? Well, students that are taking several different classes, as someone who used to take probably way too many classes when I was in college, I understood that by taking this amount of classes right now will help me as I think ahead, because I'm tapping into my own self-leadership, trying to figure out, okay, what are some ways I can stay ahead, because I'm all about trying to maximize my potential. Maximize, get the most out of what I can, because I'm all about thinking ahead to make my life easier. That is the mindset. How can I make this easier? How can I make this come quicker for me? Or how can I get to the next level without wasting time? Because time is money, time is also opportunity. So, beginning in school, doing something as simple as changing around your classes, your courses, taking hard courses here versus there, maximizing your time in the summer. Leadership. There's leadership found in all of those things. Why? Because it was the mindset that you had. It was the mindset you had to think ahead. Influence, integrity, thinking ahead, grinding it out. Those are the things that leaders do in all those types of settings, whether you're a student athlete, whether you're a professional, or whether you're a student. Influence. It started at the bottom. Influence and integrity. What you had in you to go that extra mile. What you had in you to dig deep, you pulled off the category and you looked at what needed to be done. That's leadership. And you know what happens when you take off the title, or when you forget about the category, or when you just let the dust settle in a problem situation, the leader will think about, how can I get through this? And how can I help others get through it? That's the foundation of really what leadership is. And that's why leadership is found in everything and in everyone. Regardless of what you think about your level of leadership or your style of leadership or where you are in life as far as influencing other people, it doesn't have to be a whole group of people. Again, it's something that is in you, and it's something that you regulate yourself by, and it's a mindset. A leadership mindset starts with yourself. To be a leader for others, you have to be a leader for yourself. And the way to be a leader for yourself, integrity. It's always going to start there. Forgetting about the category and remembering what it's going to take to get you where you want to go. Digging down deep, grinding it out, and understanding what it means to help others. That is effective leadership, and that's what makes you a leader.